Yeah.
If I say the parents, the kid has to come to me if he wants. If they say, I don't want to go anymore, please don't, because I want that maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future he will not to be violinist, but I want that I say, I remember that I was a teacher, that it was so funny with her and I learned so much. But I don't want that he has this remember that violin class.
Yeah. Hello, Valeria.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's so lovely to see you again.
Thanks.
After I photographed you in your window, it was such a long time ago. Well, it feels like such a long time ago.
Yes, yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
So, but it's lovely to talk to you here on Zoom. And I've been following your education program that you're doing, and for a while now, and I love what you're doing. It's so great. So you call it is it Bolognani?
Mm-hmm. Bolognani, like Bolognese sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, what inspired you to do this project, this program?
Well, I start a bit of a little less than 1 year ago, and yes, I think the all child has to learn. So the child always they play, just play every day, every time, and yeah, the first time that I had to teach a child, I say, oh my god, what I should do. I never teach a child what I should do now. And then I thought, it's just a child. The child has to play. Just he plays. And then I say, how I can to teach a violin, but that he thinks that he's just playing. Just it's like a game. And yeah, it starts like that. Just I invent games, and they doesn't realize that then they are learning violin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is so wonderful because then it makes it almost informal learning, you know, that, like you say, they don't know they're learning the violin. So it's not as if there's also no stress for them to do it.
Yeah, of course. Of course, they know they am learning, but that is not that. I don't start the lesson when I say, for example, today we will learn violin. Learn is like, oh, we have to learn something. It's not like, hey, today we will play a game. And it says, wow, what kind of game? What we will play today? And then they can be interested in the music, I think, faster.
How did you come up with these ideas to make these little cards and all these games? Do you just imagine these games?
Because I think so I remember when I was a child, and I say what I like to do when I was a child. It was like I think the things that I like to see when you are a child, or you want to touch, or for example, when I saw the first time a computer, I wanted to touch this, and then I say, okay, this is a thing that I can use, or so many colors, or I don't know, so many tiles, for example, like this, so many has to be so much, and then oh my god, what is that? And they have this interest, and just I think, for example, I want to teach, I don't know, the name of the strings. How I can teach that is a game, And then this game has to be interest. So they have to see it and say, wow, what is that? And this can be the colors. Maybe when it's a lot of things, not just, I don't know, just one thing that is like, yeah, then they want to explore and yeah, just to know what is that and how we can play.
Yeah. Do you have some of the things there that you use? Do you have some of them?
Yes, I have a lot. It's all my flat is, I don't know how to put the games. For example, for I don't know, for know the names of the strings. I did, for example, this. I don't know the name in English.
Yeah.
And
block,
they just throw it away. So and then they have to play. They have to know which string is A and try to play. And of course, the interest of the child is not to play a violin. Is this?
Yeah.
But of course, they are in this game, and then I say, okay, I play already, and you play with this. Then it's my turn. I have to do it, and the child understand that he has to change because it's okay. I play already with this, and then you have to play. And he doesn't think that he has to take the violin and find the string, and he do it also, and then okay, and now I have to do it again. Okay. And I don't know, this is once, for example. Another one is like war. I do it like this. And here you have the name of the strings, A, D, and G. And they have a lot of tiles, so more than this. And I put it all in the floor. And each child has that one. And then, for example, I play A, and they know already that this is A because it's already here. And I say, okay, I will play the second one, and I play a new one. And they have to just looking for the next with all the tiles that they have. And they are interested to do that. Oh, a lot of tiles, and I have to looking for it. And then they have to put it there. And okay, what is the next? And and of course, then later will change. Okay, yes, I have to play with this, and you have to play the violin. Yes, I don't know. They are so very
very excited.
They are so exciting to play because with the colors, and of course, and then when they have to play, and I have to put the tile here, and I say, sorry, I didn't understand very well what do you play, because maybe he play and he played not grown. And then here they say, okay, how I have to put my hand, or how I have to play, or why I is this noise. And here I come and say, okay, here you have to, for that sounds better, you have to put the hand like this and try like this, and okay, and then I understand, and then try it. And then okay, now I know which one do you play. And they didn't realize they are learning, but just when they are interested to learn. When I saw this, I don't know, that child, I asked, hey, do you want to play? No, not yet. I want to do that. Okay. And maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes later, hey, I want now. Okay. Because if it's this obligation, it's like a bit difficult. And maybe just they want to learn anymore.
And because they're so excited, they will always remember, or they will always have this attachment to the music, or they will connect the music and the violin playing with this excitement, with this joy that they have when they play the games.
Yes, yes. It's every child is different.
Yeah.
So I know that maybe come 10 kids, and I see it. Maybe for these 10 kids, I know that they like play to violin just two or maybe once. But they came anyway, and they say, I like to play. I like to play games and play violin. But I know the child that says, hey, how I have to put my finger here. Then they had this interest. And this child, then I say, hey, okay, of course, it's decision of the parents. But then I say, hey, I think the child, your kid, needs a lesson not with a group, not playing, just a bit less, because he has more interest not in just games, just play the violin. I have students that I know that they doesn't like to play a violin, but they came here from more than this. So it's 1 year that they come.
Really?
They are very exciting, and for me it's amazing because they are learning not just violin, because maybe they will not play in the future, but I have a child, she's 5, and she can very, very, very good recognize all the notes. When we play a game for notes, for now, I don't know, this is A, C, D, she recognized very fast. And maybe I say, oh, she's learning so music, maybe she wants to play piano, or she doesn't want to learn music, I don't know, but she's learning, she's yeah.
So you're giving each child the chance to decide, or so you can see when a child is ready to start with lessons then.
Of course. So the decision is always for the child. If I say the parents, the kid has to come to me if he wants. If they say, I don't want to go anymore, please don't, because I want that maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future he will not to be violinist, but I want that I say, I remember that I was a teacher, that it was so funny with her, and I learned so much. But I don't want that he has this remember that violin class.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this is, but this is great, because this is also the idea that if they don't play the instrument, they have to love the music, if they can love the music.
Yes.
But Valeria, how did you start with violin? Because you play violin and viola.
Yes, well, my first connection with the music was when I was, I think, 6, 7 years old. It was when I heard piano melody in a TV, in a commercial TV. I couldn't even see the piano. I heard it, and I thought, wow, if I couldn't play piano, I will play different. So I will do another interpretation. I was 7 or 6. Just I thought that, and I didn't realize this connection that I had with the music. And then when I was 12 years old, I saw the Titanic movie.
Yeah.
And this moment when I say that the water was coming more and more and more, and the musicians just say, okay, it was a pleasure, thank you very much, and goodbye, because we will die. And when each person was in a different way, and the violinist is like he just looked the water and the people and running, and he said, what can I do? So I play violin.
Yeah.
And this moment when I saw that, it was like, how so all the things that he could choose to do, so many things, the last moment in his life, and he chose play a violin.
Mm.
And for me it was like, I don't know, it was like a shock or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was the moment that I say, Mama, I want to play a violin.
Really?
Yeah. And my mama, she laughed and said, what? You want to play a violin? I said, yes, I want to play a violin. Okay, tomorrow we will go to the school music. And we went,
Amazing.
but yeah, the cars, the lesson the start already, and they say you have to wait next year.
Mm.
And it was really all the year waiting for go again to the school music. My mom forgot, and I said,
Yeah.
Mom, now we can go to the school music. You're still
Yeah.
want to go? And I said, yes. Yes, yes, I
It's
started
a
when I was 13.
wonderful. It's the most beautiful story. This really, and you and you were already 12 years old.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
12 and I started when I was 13 because I was to wait. Yes.
Amazing. And because usually people start or children start young at a younger age. And was this now for you difficult to start at that age that you had to catch up? Not.
No, and this was that I think now I was interested to learn.
Yeah.
I want to learn. Then I was so quickly, it was like for me, it was so funny. I
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
Mm.
And it was not like you have to go to the school music.
Mm.
That's why when I teach, it's like he has to come and he has to want to do it. If
Yeah.
not, it's maybe if I remember that I was, I think, 5 or 6 years old. My mom say when I was 8, when you will be 8 years old, we will go to the school music.
Yeah.
Because in my country the minimum for start is 8 years old. And I was like so afraid. No, please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Yes, you have to go because you have to try at least. No, I don't want. I was really
Yeah.
afraid when my 8th birth come, because
Mm.
it's like, oh no, when I was 8, when I will be 8, I have to go to the school music.
Yeah.
She forgot or not forgot, I
Mm.
don't know, but she doesn't do it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
say, oh, thanks,
Okay.
thanks. And I will never forget that when I
Yeah.
say that the child has to come to violin. No, please,
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah.
just he has to want it.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's wonderful that you, from that experience, you can understand now how important it is that a child wants to do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, but you also, but you play the viola as well. And what made you also want to play the viola?
Yes, just yes, I was study in Spain.
Mm.
And I had a teacher that she was like, yes, you have to try, you have to go, you have to very open.
Yeah.
I always like also the sound of the viola because it's like a man, like a man
Yeah.
of the violin. I have this feeling.
Yeah.
And I think every person had that inside. It's like a woman
Yeah.
side and like a man side. And it's like I I want to try it. And my teacher said, yes, why not? Buy
Really?
it and do you can study too. You can do the a year for viola.
Mm.
Okay, why not? And of course, as well, that time was like start again, and was like remember my child when I was a child. Like,
Yeah.
wow, vibrato in viola. Wow, my first finger in viola, or my first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was like remember all the things. I was like, oh, my first pizzicato with viola. It was, yeah.
Amazing. But is it very different to play the viola to
At
the violin?
first, when I start, I thought that there was a few different things.
Yeah.
But then when I start to learn deeper and deeper, it's like now I think, wow, it's very two different instruments.
Really?
Yes, so I think so. Yes,
Yeah.
when you want to study deeper, each one.
Yeah.
So every violinist or violist can play both, but
Mm,
if you want to really be a violinist or violist, is very different.
different. Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
And
there's so many
yeah.
difference.
And but you are now also are you still at the MDV?
Yes, I am now in my, yeah, I study IGP, so pedagogy,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
viola.
Mm.
Yes, and I will try to finish this next semester.
Yeah.
I should be 2 years more, but I will try to do it to finish this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, and violin I study already in Spain.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. But this is amazing. So you want to teach both instruments?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And is it for children? Can you start as a young child with a viola? Can they already choose the sound that they like? Oh, they can.
Yes, of
Mm.
course. So the child is just is I think it's the same. They doesn't have in the mind, oh, it's bigger, honest, or
Yeah.
they doesn't have anything that we have, or does I don't know that viola is. I don't
Yeah.
know. A lot of things as musicians think about viola or violin, they doesn't have it. And just
Mm.
when I put, do you want to play this or this? Ah, it's the
Really?
same
Yeah.
for them. Yes, just it's the sound that they
Mm.
like. Yeah.
Because interesting, I spoke to a violist a while ago, and she said that when she was a child, she never enjoyed playing the violin. And then her music teacher, it was always effort for her, and she just never wanted to practice. And then the music teacher showed her the viola or played the viola, and the moment she heard the sound of the viola, she immediately fell in love with the sound, and for then from there on it was just what she wanted to do. And now she plays in an orchestra, and she just loves her instrument. So it's interesting that the sound of the instrument really attracts you, that you want to do it.
Yes, yes, of course. I didn't have that feeling. I can understand when you have a connection. You
Yeah.
have it. It's like
Mm.
that. You cannot change it. I
Mm.
have that connection. For example, the first time with the piano, but I don't like to play piano. I don't play piano. I have it
Yeah.
once with the piano, once with the flute,
Really.
and once with a singer. I
Mm.
never have it with the violin, but my instrument is violin. Then I wanted to like have the sound. For example, for the in the piano you play, and I have this feeling like you play, and in some moment the sound is gone. And with the
Mm.
violin, I couldn't have it for the a long time that I wanted.
Yeah. Mm.
And that's what my connection. But I can understand when you have a connection with something,
Mm.
if this child has the connection with the sound, because
Yeah.
I have it with the music in general, with the
Mm.
interpretation, I have it. But if
Yeah.
she had with the sound, you cannot change it. She will
Yeah.
also, when she play violin, it's like, no, I don't have this connection with violin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell me, Valeria, now, what is your wishes for the future? What are your plans with this wonderful project that you're doing, or your wonderful music program?
Well, the next project is
Yeah,
in Madrid. They
yeah,
sent me already that I can do a conference for my
mm,
method in a conservatorium from Madrid.
yeah,
That will be my next country. I
mm,
would like to go also to Italy, to Argentina, my country, and here in Austria, of course, to present the people the method.
mm,
I wrote already a book, but I am trying to I am looking for somebody that can do the edition. It's a
yeah,
bit difficult because it's not just the book, so it's the
mm.
book and also the games. Then
Oh,
they
yeah,
have to do the games too.
amazing. Mm,
Yes, it's my first book. I just write 10 games, but I have more than
mm.
200. So
Wow.
yes, and then of course to do the violin lessons that I do, violin
Yeah,
and viola. And in the future, I wanted to do lessons too, but for teachers that they are not very sure how to teach the kids.
yeah.
And yes, yeah, with this method and how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this method is brilliant, and how you do it. And I see, I'm so glad you post these things on Instagram, because you can see, I know, I can see all these things that you're doing and the progress that you're making. And I really wish that you can uh, get this program spread over the world, because it will not only bring children to play music, but also children to enjoy music and to get this love for music, you know?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is wonderful work. And maybe it can be implemented in the schools as well.
Yes, that is also a future. So I have already all here for going this week or next week to present also in the school in the
Yeah.
schools. And yeah, maybe I do a class like a proof class, and yeah,
Mm,
maybe to mix with also with Montessori. I don't know. It's just
yeah.
that I am thinking from the future. Yeah.
Well, I 100% support you with that. And I will also make it a wish that you succeed in that, because I think it's important that we bring music and art to the schools, so that we teach art and music alongside maths and science, and this is so important. And your project can be such a great way to start implementing it in the schools at a young age, for children to get this love and appreciation for music.
Thanks. Yes, I hope. I hope.
Yeah,
I always thought that the game of the child should be the profession of the adult.
exactly.
This is very important. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Valeria, thank you so much for your time. And I'm just going to ask you one last question. Where do you love to go for coffee in Vienna?
I am not the right person to ask that because I don't drink coffee.
Oh, you don't?
I cannot answer that. I'm
do you
sorry.
do you go for tea?
Normally not, but
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
okay.
When I want something like sweet,
Yeah,
I don't know. Also, Vienna had a lot of choice.
yeah,
Just when
yeah,
I see something, I say, "Oh, this." And just
yeah.
I come inside. Yes.
Okay, but have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you so much for your time, and all the best, and may all your wishes come true for this project. And
Thank you.
congratulations, a big congratulations as well.
Thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
much. All the best
Thank
for
you,
for you
Valeria.
too. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.